Alright guys, welcome back to another update. Thank you guys for tuning in. This is a members only exclusive. Of course, my subscribers and everyone else will get to view this video, but right now this is strictly for my members. I always tell you members that I want to make sure I give you guys the content that everybody else don't get. Number one, this is current. This is as of today. I want you to see what's going on. It's been a war, guys. This is one of the most fighting I've ever done on a game. This has been very, very entertaining. This has been a very fair game. I will say that it's been a very fair game. I was able to really learn a lot that I didn't realize. So let's first start off by saying yes, I have maintained first place for about a month now. So and you can see the back and forth that we've been doing. I told these guys, and the reason why I say this, I said, bow your heads to the king. I am the supreme master. Bow your heads and lick my boots. As you can see, Mr. Gillen has been bumped out of first place, and as you can see, he's been going down ever since. So that's why he comes in and say, I thought he was joking, but honestly, I think this dude needs to seek mental help, bros. Talking to the air, but he's responding. How am I talking to the air and you're responding? So let's go back to the other day with all the talking they was doing and all this and that. You know, let's just go back a couple of days so you can see that they want to be quiet now. Let me show you why they quiet. Let me help you guys understand why they quiet. Let's show you how these guys operate. All right. Look at him. He's mad at his ally. Look at him. He gonna say Arrowhead gave me some land for free. Arrowhead didn't give me nothing for free. I earned every piece of province I got. So that's the first thing. He didn't like the fact that I got from 413 his 403. This was the beginning of me coming up and him going down. No progress. Next day, I'm at 430. He's at 398. That's the problem, guys. That's the problem. Next day, I'm at 449. He's at 394. Next day, I'm at 462. He's at 394. No progress. No progress. Now here go my official news. And this is after these guys says, let's listen. Axis forces successfully kicked Mendoza weak military out of Australia and Papua New Guinea. Thanks to superior leadership along with superior soldiers, the Axis leaders are confident in taking over the Pacific within the next 5 to 10 days, which they have not done. The German government demands that Canada be given to the Axis nation, along with parts of Mexico and the islands of Haiti and Cuba that were unjustly taken from Valencia by corrupt and weak Mendoza government. Y'all see that? Now watch how I respond to this guy. Great teamwork, Axis. This is the coalition. He's a part of a whole coalition. He's not speaking for himself. He got a whole team back. He got the rest of the world backing him up. I said, however, you guys lack experience. Australia has become a third world country. I would tell you why that is important, but not now. Tune in to my YouTube channel. I enjoy documenting this game. Now, Jindal, a great strategy would be for you to let everyone on your coalition attack me, and then when I destroy them, you can leave the coalition and try to win a solo victory, bud. That's me planting some ideas and thoughts in his head as well as his teammates' heads. I will even make a deal with you. As a man of my word, if you leave that coalition, I will personally help you win this map solo. And I am a man of my word, but he didn't take me up on that offer. It would be great footage. You allowed me to see your whole nation and strategy. Therefore, I think you deserve it. You played well. Deal stands for 3 days. Think about it. My points are yours. This idiot did not go for it. I would have went for that. This is a guaranteed solo victory through diplomacy and all the things that these guys talk about. He chose otherwise. Let's keep reading. So now we got all of this talking going on. Shunning. Here go Pennsylvania. This snake. This is the snake of the snakes, y'all. Pennsylvania. Let me show you. We're gonna focus on Mr. Pennsylvania for a moment. Let's tune out. We're on day 92. We're gonna come right back to this. I want to show you some stuff before this though. Pennsylvania is nothing more than an ally or a multi-account. Either one. It doesn't matter. He's one of those. These are the type of players I can't stand. Look at this guy. Look at him. And that's why I'm beating his head off. That's why I'm beating his little head off now. Because I just don't like guys who play such a weak game. So, you know, I've been beating his head off. He's a vagabond on this game. Look at him. Just sitting there. You already lost, what? 200 and some. I done killed all your little horses. And I'm just banging on them, y'all. We just banging on them. And we're going to bang them some more. Actually, you know what I want to do? I want to hit this one time. But nah, that's okay. Let's get him. Let's get him right now. Let's hit him with some more of those. We got 120 now. We're going to knock that down about 100, hopefully. This is the weakest joker. These are the weakest bottom feeders. That's why I like to take their heads off on this game. I'm going to show you why I got a bone to pick with Mr. Pennsylvania. He thought he was so slick. And I thwarted his plans. That's why he's upset. He's a nothing but an undercover weak spy for the Axis coalition. And he got his head smacked off. Now he wants to try to do these little cheap shots and try to sabotage something. But guess what? I stopped him right in his tracks. Look at him. Look at him. About to lose your submarines. Look at him. Thought he was slick. This bum right here. So we're going to see how we deal with this guy since he want to play games. He got 3 provinces, guys. Are you kidding me? 3. And he's still playing, but he got all this experience. You bum. Tried to be slick. He mad at me because I caught him trying to be slick. So let's go back to the newspaper for a second. Talk about Mr. Pennsylvania. Shunning. The Amish of Pennsylvania have shunned their new leader, which is me, and will refuse to pay taxes because of religious views until their leader is out back in charge. Man, shut up, Pennsylvania. I said, yes, Pennsylvania, you indeed shunned your leader, and that is why you are being disciplined. You were given an order that you interpreted as a request. I asked him to help me fight some guys in the north, and he just sat there and didn't do anything. And you'll get to see that in the videos as they come up. I document this whole issue with Pennsylvania, so you'll get to see the war, see the dumb stuff he did, the times he thought he was slick, how he let the enemy come right by him. I'm like, why would you how stupid can you get? If you're gonna at least act like you're against the enemy, he right there working with the enemy. So I asked for help in the north just to see if you understood the complexity of the situation. You did not understand. I have 2 enemy Navy stacks surrounding the island, and you have 76 submarines going in the opposite direction. So instead of him helping me fight those little navies with the 76 submarines, which would have been great, he decides to go the opposite way as if he doesn't see them. He said, you left the entire East Coast unprotected for the enemy to invade. That's what he was doing. And he's mad because I'm smarter than him. And I peeped what he was doing. You have become a liability. I took it over in 24 hours. I wiped this dude out in 24 hours, y'all. Y'all gonna get to see that on the video. It's documented. That's why I said this is gonna be a very good map to learn from, because you get to see how I really beat the dog. I beat the piss out of Pennsylvania in 24 hours. That's what happens when you mess with the Supreme Master. So imagine what Access would have done if I just let him sit there. He had that thing wide open for them to come in, but I came in. So I said, great job on surviving this long, but you made some choices that you would have to live with. He writes, Mendoza, congratulations. You took most of me in 24 hours with 4 to 5 times my numbers. What I was supposed to do? Of course I got more numbers than you. You're a peasant. Also, with me not thinking I would be betrayed. Now he trying to play reverse psychology, guys. You're gonna see that this is the betrayer. This is the snake, and I knew it the whole time. And you're gonna see it's so funny. That's why he's upset, because he thought he would be able to just sit back and play spy games and play. No, you're out of here, Mr. Pennsylvania. You're nothing. So he said, if you're gonna stab me in the back, be man enough to do it. I did it right in your face. I took your stuff in 24 hours. I aim to misbehave. Stay shiny. Yeah, right. Check the numbers. You may have taken my land, but I have definitely defended well. Just look at the losses. Almost 1-to-1, as of right now, you have lost more than me. Who gives a damn? You don't even have no provinces. Shut up. Then I say one question, Pennsylvania. Did you make a deal with Axis? But I stabbed you in the back. Notice no one is surprised or outraged. They played his stupid behind. The Axis Coalition, they played him. And I'm laughing at him. So he said, as you well know, one can stay neutral. You know all about it. No, I know how to be neutral when it's time to be neutral. You did it in a way that was snakish, and you didn't even know what the hell you was doing. I was in the middle of moving all, if not all, my troops up to said island, where at the time I did not see the enemy, but preparing. Yeah, right. I told you the enemy was there, so you should have just took my word for it as your leader. You're a peasant. You're a soldier at this point. You listen to what I tell you to do, and you do it. You don't question what I'm telling you to do, Pennsylvania. You do what the hell I tell you. You're nothing. And yes, having a peace agreement with them does not mean I was on their side. Yeah, right. I am significant. I am insignificant. It was them who made you attack me. You are listening to the lies. I'm listening to me. Ain't none of them tell me to attack you. They would have let you stay there and play spy games with them. Them your buddies. You ain't fooling me. This is all lies. Those are his buddies. These guys are friends and all that off to this game. They're allies and all of that. So don't let these guys lie. And they multi-account players. I just hope you have enough to take them on. I would sit back and enjoy watching this play out. No, you won't sit back and enjoy it. You're going to sit back and get your head smacked off. That's what he thought he was going to do, guys. I'm going to give you a little credit for the whole neutral guilt trip move there. Only difference is you're not the Supreme Master. One must know when to be neutral. That's what I was just saying. Then he said, then here goes Jillen coming in again. Like I said before, no deal was made with Pennsylvania. Yeah, right. Why are you worried about Pennsylvania then? We were just being neutral with each other. Oh, okay. Y'all were being buddies. I do sympathize with Pennsylvania. I bet you do. Why? Why you sympathize with somebody who you are supposed to be at war with? Since he did fight us a lot at the beginning of the World War, he simply ran out of men to continue to fight against us. We weren't planning on using Pennsylvania as a landing pad because we didn't need to. Pennsylvania has fought with honor this game. Man, Pennsylvania fought like a snakish coward, and he's going to be documented as such on my channel. No hard feelings. The amount of guys I knew you had versus the amount I had, I knew you could have done what you did by placing 30 or more guys on my provinces. So it's no surprise you backstabbed me. I was never your buddy. Revealing you and Arrowhead are cut from the same dirty cloth. I just thought you were better than that. Shame, shame. Well, you thought wrong, idiot. We no longer tolerate this fake news from a nation that can't even feed its own people, talking about Pennsylvania. We thought you would leave with some dignity. But now the bitter truth is being revealed. You have been a spy for the Axis coalition this whole game, you treasonous vagabond. Did you think you could fool the Supreme Master? And I'm going to show you guys more evidence that this guy's a liar. Now watch this. Oh, here you go. Can't feed my people. Jealousy rears his ugly head for being one. Oh, man, shut up. Here go Mr. Gillen with his long songs. And from their land, as they made their stand, they stood strong and the legend lives on. He's rapping and doing poetry and all that. This victory frees up 50 million Axis troops that will soon land in America. Long live the fatherhood. We are coming to Pennsylvania's aid. Why? Why is he coming to Pennsylvania's aid? Pennsylvania is already gone. Because they're allies. And there's an emotional tie they have there. Mendoza, a false war, never to be trusted. One man show, only for himself. No team player, backstabbing, proud of it. No value, no game. Big warning sign of future gains. Great player, only one victory achieved. Still high on the military rank. Red light. That's the most retarded thing I ever heard. These guys love to talk about somebody playing for themselves, and that's why they have solo victories for. So you can attempt to try to win a solo victory game. Not everybody is a bunch of cowards teaming up as allies off the game, then try to come on the game and team up on new players and stuff like that to try to act like you're really good. You're not. That's why you guys are mad, because I've been smacking your whole coalition and your allies upside the head. I've exposed these guys, y'all, and y'all gonna see it. I exposed this group of players. These guys play every day probably. They probably play on a whole bunch of maps, and they're mad because I am going to expose what they do. This is what this is all about. This is exclusive. So watch this, guys. He says, Mendoza are leaving the good people of Australia behind on a run as fast as he can to New Zealand, just to discover that the Axis will hunt him down and send him back to the States. Oceania will soon be free from the ruthless ruler, and large celebrations in the streets will appear. Thanks to all who were active in this liberation, Oceania will now have a bright future for all of his people. The orcs are no longer present down under. Now watch this. This is current, guys. He said, I ran to New Zealand just to discover that the Axis will hunt me down and send me back to the States. He said the Oceania will soon be free. Let's take a look down there real quick. Let's see what he's talking about. Is this what he's talking about down here? Where is he at? Where is he at? I see you right here. Come on over. Come on down. Come on down. I ran to New Zealand, but you ain't done nothing about it. Come on down, Valencia. Where you at? I got all of Oceania. Come on and get it. You so big and bad. Let's see what Valencia is ranked on this. 263 points. I'm at Valencia, you don't shut your mouth. And this is on day 92. We're gonna move forward. But this is day 92. So let's see what he's talking about. So you said that on day 92, let's be fair, let's give him some time. He said on day 92 he was going to move me out of Oceania and I ran to New Zealand. We're gonna follow up on that. Now watch what I got to say. The Axis coalition are full of lies and deception. They ganged up on every other nation except me. They put pressure on weak nations like Pennsylvania, when really they did not put pressure on weak nations like Pennsylvania. Now I'm realizing Pennsylvania was always a backstabbing, fake, multi-account ally of the Axis coalition. And he said, and caused them to make, I thought he made just a bad choice, but now I realize he's just a snake. It is documented that they begged me, which they did, to join their coalition of cowards, yet I refused. I have embarrassed them. The mighty Mendoza is in first place. I can't make that up. First place. They can say what they want to say, but I'm in first place. We are number one. The great people of Mendoza are shouting and cheering. We are the #1 superpower in the world. Mendoza, Mendoza, Mendoza. The world cannot deny Mendoza. I am the supreme master, and the Axis Coalition has tasted my sword. Y'all like that? This thing done got rid. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. This thing they got crazy. I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of funny though, but it's real good. I like a game that's it's a challenge. This has been a challenge for sure. So I'm lying to them. I said, bow your heads. I might not even record anymore. This would be a perfect ending for me and my constituents. I said, laughing my ass off, leaving first place. This game will ultimately drag out. No one wants to see a dragged out game. And I said, thank you, peasants, for months of great footage. Now, this has been a very long game, I will admit. It has been a very long game. But let's move forward. Let's see what happens as the day goes on. Day 93, not much talked about. Day 94. Oh, man, here go Pennsylvania. Should just quit, and he's still talking. Now, here go day 95. Oh, but let's go back. Let's make sure we keep an eye out. 517, 409, still in first place. I thought they were going to come and get me. Next day, still in first place. 527, 10 more points. Next day, 532, still up. Laughing at them. They're not having nothing to say. They just quiet. Hey, you see that, guy? They're quiet. Nothing to say. Day 96. Let's see what they got to say now. The mighty Axis power have officially beaten Mendoza. And you see how they keep talking about victories, but it doesn't add up to this. It doesn't add up to the points. That's how stupid this coalition is. He worried about taking over some land. He said this gives access to all of America through the land bridge. No longer will we have to travel large distances to see along the axis. Long live the fatherhood. Victory will soon be ours. We shall take no Mendoza prisoners of war. All will be killed. We will spare the women, but not the fat ones. They were getting excited, guys. They thought they actually had this game in the bag, right? Let me show y'all something real quick. Well, let's go through this real quick. Victory will soon. I'm gonna show you why they started talking so much and started bragging. We, the German government, agree with Bennett's suggestion. Only the women will be spared. Watch this. Great people of Mendoza, you have baffled the enemy. You have become the envy of the world. You are the richest, smartest, healthiest, and most prosperous nation in the world. The crowd goes crazy. And this is the king's speech to his people, y'all. The Axis Coalition is under investigation by the World Court. After intense investigation by the people of Mendoza, we believe that members of the Axis Coalition may have been using multiple accounts. This will be fully investigated. The world no longer respects the Axis Coalition. We read the intel. Even Pennsylvania thought they had the victory, but later changed his mind now that he realized how brilliant the people of Mendoza truly are. I read some intel, and yes, Pennsylvania is talking to these guys, telling them, man, I thought you guys were going to win, and I congratulated y'all, but now I'm worried. Man, shut up, Pennsylvania. Can't wait for the accusation to be proved false. Well, if it's proved false, don't worry about it. Then he says, not Mendoza getting mad that he's losing, can't even spell. No, Jillian, you're delusional. I never knew a loser who's in first freaking place. Let's go to the next day. Let's see if something changed. Day 97. I'm still in first place, and guess what? I got 9 more points. Guess what you did? You got 4 less points, Mr. Jillian. So let's see what they talking about now. Now they mad because I'm laughing at them again. And I said, this is sad. How am I still in first place and I'm fighting the whole world? You guys must be tired and frustrated. I couldn't stop laughing. Now they want to talk about this multiple account thing. They want to hark on that. You can't just call multiple accounts because you're losing. How am I losing and I'm in first place? That's called delusional. Maybe try making allies. Oh, play like you. Like cowards. I don't really, there's nothing wrong with having allies. But when you use it in a way to deceive others who may not be a part of an alliance, and you try to gang up on people and you try to join teams and act like you're a part of a coalition, but your real allegiance is to the alliance. That's a conflict of interest, and that makes you a snake from the whole beginning. So no, I would never play like that. If you watch my videos, you watch my channel, I never play like that. I don't have no secret allies and all that mess. I have got several players banned for multis. It's not just my, yeah, and I've gotten people banned for multi accounts. But if you're innocent, you ain't got nothing to worry about. Y'all seem real concerned about it. I'm just letting you guys know there's an investigation. They go ban it. You lost this game a month ago when you decided to sit on the sideline and fought the fight. Shut up. Then they said no one is concerned. You seem like it. And this is where I started to say they wanted to silence me, because as I was putting up messages, it kept getting deleted miraculously. So I was wondering how that was happening. That's why I was like, I wanted y'all to write in the comments, let him talk, because they were trying to stop me from talking. So now he says, so I said, Granada is so motivated. Why is this clown still playing? We all know why, because it's allies versus coalition. You're playing. The reason why somebody will keep playing this game and they got no way of winning nothing, they're in probably last place, they're just attacking somebody like me for no reason, instead of just quitting and starting a new game, is because they're allies and they're multi-accounts. Those are the red flags to a multi-account. Okay, so he said, from now on, you will lose land every day left and right. I guess he meant left and right of this game, Mendoza. Okay. I outrank you all globally. And I said, I didn't even realize that. But I checked some of these guys' rankings and stuff. I outrank all of these guys. And I said, what happened? Then I said, Valencia, what happened to freeing all of Oceanic? Coward. Now you're making more false promises. He said, not bro losing his mind over the fact. None of us multi-counted this game. He's so delusional, thinking that the only way for people to beat him is by cheating. Just take the L already, bro. You're okay, but I'm in first place. Jillian, 409. Alaska and Australia, right? So he's saying they took us Alaska and Australia. I'm saying, why you only got 409 points? And let's go to the next day and let's see if he redeems himself. No, he doesn't. He goes down 10 points. Wow. And now you don't want me to talk. Yeah, look, I'm laughing again at him, and I'm telling him I can't hear y'all. No songs, huh? No chants like he was doing, huh? No declarations. Now this is where I talk about this ally situation here. So if you want to go back and read that, you can. They're mad because I figured this out. We're not a part of no alliance. If we know each other again, other game. We didn't have met and discussed in the game and come together. Diplomacy is the Lord part of the game. Shut up. That's why look what I said to Agritin. The king will no longer speak to any nation with fewer than 250 points. You ain't earned the right to speak to me. Now, I want to address this. Imagine playing over 60 games and winning 4. Then being that much of a narcissist, he refers to himself as a master, Mr. Supreme Average. First and foremost, it doesn't matter how many games you play. It doesn't matter how many you win. If you do win one, great. But this is the type of game where you're getting on a 500 map. Why would you think out of 500 people all over the world, you're going to win a lot of games? That's not what they judge you on. NBA players and great players don't win championships every year. But that does not mean they're not a superstar. That does not mean that they didn't score and do what they needed to for their team, and that they did the best they could do with whatever the circumstance was. So the game does not just look at wins and losses, because you can gang up on somebody like you guys like to do and get a lot of wins, but that doesn't really demonstrate your skill level. And that's just one thing I want to, look at the global ranking and what the criteria are. The criteria is for the ranking. What are all the components of the ranking system? Not what you think is important. Well, you look at your wins and losses. Yeah, but the Supremacy 1914 committee don't think that's all important. They look at other things like how you build your military, your economy, your kill ratio, those type of things. All those things come into play as well. So Let's move along, guys. Let's move along. So that's where I get back to the bow your head thing. And let's just zoom in a little bit. Let me give y'all a little bit of what's going on. Valencia is scared to death to come down here and do any attacking. When, you know, it's very, I understand why. They're scared to death over here to come over here and do any attacking. I got these guys creeping around here. They're creeping around, but that's okay. I got somebody following up with that. Got this coward Pennsylvania right here. The coward. Beating his head off over here. Alright, now we are being attacked on all sides. We got them guys breaking in, going this way. And we got a defend coming this way. So they're trying to put like some kind of like a little squeeze right there. So we've been defending for the last month all of our territory. And they're having a hard time understanding how is it, if you pay attention, guys, this is the Axis power. 1376. They've been going down every day. I've been going up every day. Even the Vikings have already been going down. So I'm the only one gaining points. You know why? Keep watching and I'll break it down for you. And I'll show you how you can have the whole world. Look at the map. I got all of Asia, all of Africa, part of America, part of Alaska, part of all these different areas, Australia, all against me. Yet, for some weird, strange reason, I'm in first place and it ain't even close. If you want to learn how to do this, guys, if you want to learn how to baffle the enemy when they try to sabotage you and they try to send you out the game, making you feel like you didn't play well and make you feel bad. You know how they do. Try to sabotage you and stuff. This is what you do. You silence the enemy. You silence them. You laugh at them. You laugh. They hate. Look at how long I was able to talk without anybody saying nothing, because they couldn't say nothing. Laughing. 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 That's why they're mad. That's what this game was about too, guys. It's about strategy. It's about war. But when you get to this part of the game, this newspaper plays a big role. Big role. All right. So I just wanted to throw that out there for you guys, for my members. I wanted y'all to get a little. I didn't show you everything because I'm still at war and stuff like that. But I try to give you a little insight as to what's going on. All right. So until next time, like I said, we're gonna try to hold the ropes. We're gonna try to fight. I'll tell you what, I'll do a quick zoom in, let you see a little bit. It's a lot going on, guys. A lot going on. I got to hold the line. A lot going on. A lot going on. All right. So until next time, stay tuned, and I'll be follow the videos that are in the playlist, because it'll walk us through how we get to this point. All right. This is just exclusive for my members to give you this, guys, early, so you'll stay in tune with what's currently going on. All right. So until next time, guys, I'll see you guys later.